All right, you guys. So here we are back again for another retro review. Listen, I am loving Falcon Crest. That's why these reviews are coming out so fast, because I'm watching them, okay? So I apologize if I'm moving too fast, but y'all seem to be enjoying them. Before I go any further, let me say this. A lot of people keep asking me, where am I watching Falcon Crest? I actually bought the season on Amazon Prime. It's on Amazon Prime if you want to buy it. If you want to try to find it for free, you can probably check YouTube. May have episodes on YouTube. Also, if you have a Fire Stick and you have, other things on your Fire Stick, you can probably find it there, because I have found Falcon Crest on my Fire Stick as well. But as far as I know for sure, you can find it. It's on Prime. I'm sorry it's not free, but it is on Prime. But like I said, you can try to find it on YouTube or your Fire Stick. Alright, let's go on and get into this. This is season 1, episode 10. Now listen, this is the episode when Vicky disappeared. I wasn't even mad about it. Because let me be clear, we don't have to deal with Vicky for much longer. But this episode really irritated my soul. Vicky irritates my soul because Vicky is a spoiled ass brat. So we see that Maggie is sitting up waiting for Vicky. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. And Chase comes down. He's like, why you ain't wake me up? And she was like, child, I ain't even want to bother you. You got to work in the morning. Vicky comes strolling up in there like she don't understand why they got a problem. Now, mind you, this before cell phones and all that other stuff. So, like, if you didn't call, they didn't know where you were, and they ain't had no way of finding you. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Vicky supposedly is 17 years old and in high school, but she comes strolling up in there, and they, of course, they're like, listen, what's the problem? Like, what are you doing? And she said, I thought you, Maggie was like, well, I thought you were going to the movies with your girlfriends. And she said, well, no, they had too much homework, so I ended up going to see Mario. Mario's her little boo thing, but he's up at the university. Chase was like, dude, what? She said, well, I thought I would be back in time, but I ended up falling asleep on the couch. Chase was like, you did what? Because y'all know he didn't believe that part. She was like, so you don't believe me? He said, it's not even about me believing you. It's just about some common courtesy. Like, you could call and tell somebody. She's like, Mario don't have no phone. Because, he said, and then she told me something. I bet you if I was with my girlfriends, you wouldn't have a problem with it. This ain't even about you being with your girlfriends. This really is about respect. You're 17 years old. Like, I promise you, I was at college and my mama was tripping off of me coming home in the middle of the night without calling. Okay? Okay. Now, he tells her, well, from now on, if Mario want to see you, Mario will bring his happy tail right on down here to Falcon Crest. You can't go up there no more. Personally, I think she should have been grounded, period. Like, you go to school, you go to work, you come home. If you're not out there in them vineyards picking some grapes, your ass is in here. Now, mind you, Maggie trying to be a dancer, but I ain't seen her take their dance class since they've been... Anyway, listen. Not Maggie, Victoria. So that's what's going on over there. Now, what's going on over into the big house with Angela? Lanston took Angela to the theater to go see Macbeth, child. And while they was there, they done ran into Douglas. That's her ex-husband. His new boo thing, her name is Myra. Now, Myra is a widower. And Angela done let it be known that when, she told Lance this, that, Myra's husband ain't leave her no money. Don't nobody know that. Everybody think that he left her with a little bit of change. But Angela know every damn thing. And Angela was like, part of her was jealous. I absolutely believe part of her was jealous. But part of her was like, what you not going to do is come up in here and spend up all his money and he don't leave no inheritance to his churn. Let me tell you what you won't do. But she was a little jealous too. Now, what ended up happening was this other dude named Arthur, who's a painter, he came through, and of course, he got a thing for Angela. So it was perfect for Angela to set up the perfect situation to make Douglas jealous and to get him away from Myra, right? So, also, seemed like Angela had a little thing with Arthur back in the day, and Douglas don't feel it. Douglas don't like him. They were having a whole little, let's see who's bigger match, back and forth. And Angela was eating it up. Angela ended up inviting Lord Arthur, over to Falcon Crest because he lives in Vermont, but he was in, San Francisco for a while. So she ended up inviting him. Then she gonna tell Emma, why don't you invite your father over for dinner? You haven't seen him in a while. And, of course, Emma is still on this whole Uncle Jason thing. She was like, can I invite Uncle Jason? Child, Angela finally had it. Angela said, listen, Jason is dead. Dead. You need to deal with it. Lance was like, you been a little rough with her. She was like, listen, you ain't gonna tell me how to raise my child. That's already grown. I got this. Lance was like, all right, whatever, child. No, I'm just saying. But yeah, Emma is still playing these games. I think Emma playing these games now, but we're gonna get to Miss Emma. Not this episode, but we're gonna get to Miss Emma, child. Emma's a mess, okay? Emma is always a mess. But of course, she does what her mother says. She's gonna invite her father over. You know. Then we see Miss Vicky. Miss Vicky done exactly what her family told her not to do. She done borrowed Cole's car and she done drove up to the university to see Mario. And of course, she's telling Mario how her family doesn't understand her and blah, 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 blah. She said, let's move in together. Mario was like, do what? She said, come on, let's move in together. Mario was like, whoa. We moving a bit fast. I love you, but I'm in school. I'm the first person in my family to go to college. This is serious. I got to be serious. I have to stay focused. I can't be taking no sideline, no sidetracks. And so, of course, Vicky ran off because, you know, he ain't say what she wanted to hear, so she done ran off. She ends up running into Lance, child. What'd she do that for? She at the little arcade. Lance is at the arcade, and she ends up telling Lance that how her family doesn't understand her, and they don't believe in her, and they don't do this, and they don't do that. And he was like, well, why don't you just leave? She said, what you mean leave? He was like, just leave. Like, you know, if this ain't where you want to be, go. She said, it's not that easy. Like, I'm still in school. What are you talking about? She said, you got a whole lot of mouth. Like, I don't see you going nowhere. He was like, yeah, one of us, but you know I ain't going nowhere because, you know, grandmother ain't having it. But at least one of us can get out of here, you know. And he almost sounds sincere, but it's Lance, so you can never. So she was like, well, why are you all of a sudden you being so concerned? Because he gave her money and everything. Talking about some, use this, you know, think about it. And if you decide you want to leave here, you can use this money. And then he says, listen, I got a girlfriend up in San Francisco. She's an actress. You know, you say you want to be a dancer. I can hook y'all up. I can take you up to San Francisco and, you know, hook y'all up. And you can stay in San Francisco. And he gave her money and everything. So she wants to say, okay, pick me up from school tomorrow. Child. Lance done drove this child to San Francisco, dropped her off with a friend of his, some chick that he only knew for a couple of months. I don't know if it's the same chick from the party last week or not, with the dude that was trying to get the wine bottles. I can't tell. But neither way, it's somebody that Lance used to date. So he don't really know her like that. Ain't like one of his best friends. He done left Vicky there at the coffee shop, and she told Vicky, you know, I can get you a job here. And Vicky talking about something, I don't really want to do manual. Like, I ain't trying to do all this. I'm trying to get a job in the office. She said, girl, you got to stay on the grid. Like, you can't, like, waitressing is your best bet because you can work on tips. You ain't got to worry about all that extra paperwork and stuff. Girl, you better get you some comfortable shoes and come on over here and work at this damn cafe. She said, and I can take you to some of my acting classes. You can be my acting instructor and all of that. So they get there, and, you know, they got the people doing the acting, the whole monologues and all of that. And old girl goes to talk to the acting teacher and tells the acting teacher, listen, I done bought you a young tenderoni. You said you needed somebody to do this little fantasy scenes for your producer so they get off your back. And he was like, oh, okay. He said, well, she looked real green. She said, listen, she is ripe for the picking. Okay. If you play her right, you'll get her to do whatever you want her to do. He said, well, you real generous. You know, you bringing me women and stuff. She said, because I'm trying to be a partner. I don't want no finder's fee. I want to be a partner with you. So we got that going on. Okay, we'll get back to them. Now, down in Falcon Crest, of course, Maggie and Chase get the letter. They've lost their mind. They they start calling around and talking to her friends and everything. They find out they said, last person saw her got into Lance's car. So, of course, they go up to Falcon Crest to confront Lance. And Lance was like, last I saw, she was, I took her to the Fisherman's Wharf. I don't know where she is. I don't know what's going on. And, he playing real stupid, like he don't know what it is. She told me she was meeting some friends. They were like, she don't have no friends in San Francisco. He was like, I don't know. I'm supposed to know. He playing innocent, like he don't know anything. Angela, after they leave, Angela hit him with the why are you getting involved in this? Like, what's going on? He said, listen, I'm just trying to expose that the Gilbertes don't have this perfect family they try to act like they have. And in the mix of it, once again, aren't we trying to get rid of him? Maybe this is another opportunity where they'll realize that, you know, this isn't where they need to be. They in over their head. Their family's falling apart, and they will leave. And so Angela kind of gave him the, okay. Maybe it'll work. In the meantime, honey, Angela got Arthur doing a portrait of her, and Douglas shows up while Arthur's doing the portrait. And of course, it's this whole situation of them being jealous, and Douglas invites her to go to dinner. He said, I'm taking Emma to dinner. She's like, you taking her out the house? He was like, yeah, we're going to go eat. He said, Emma wants to talk to me about Uncle Jason. So the minute he said Jason, honey, Angela was like, let's all go to dinner together. Oh boy, you know, Arthur was like, what? I thought, man, you was doing a little romantic thing, you know. So they end up doing a whole family dinner thing. They get back. Angela's pissed off. Angela said, Douglas, you got jokes. Emma ain't saying nothing about Jason the whole night. He was like, well, you know. So they end up talking. She was like, you know, you sure move real fast. Like, I saw you rebounded with Miss Myra real quick. He was like, well, listen, I already shot my shot with you. You told me no. So what I'm supposed to do? Like, she was there. I was here. We're going to make it happen. But she let him know, listen, you know I like you. I just ain't trying to be your wife again. And so she nipped that thing in the bud, because now he got his nose wide open again for Miss Angela. And of course, poor Arthur, he knew he had got used, and he did her little picture, and he went on back to Vermont. He invited her to Vermont. She was like, maybe I'll come out there, child. I don't know. I have to see how I'm feeling. You know her ass ain't going to no damn Vermont. Now, in the meantime, and in between time, Maggie and Chase then went up to San Francisco. They then went to the police. The police were like, listen, she is 17 years old. If she want to drop out of high school, she can drop out of high school. The best we can do is a missing persons report in 48 hours. So they are riding all around San Francisco. They got numbers to different shelters for homeless, you know, for kids and runaways and stuff like that. So they run into this one lady who they tell her what the deal is, and Vicky called to the house and got Cole, and she told Cole, you know, that she hooked up with this acting instructor, and you know he's gonna help her get in a movie, because of course he told her she was gonna do a screen test for this movie that she'd be perfect for, and he got the name. I don't remember the name, child, but he got the name. So when he talked to Chase, he gave Chase the name. So when they were talking to the lady at the shelter, and they told that lady the name, she said, yeah, I need to find y'all daughter quick, because this dude right here, he makes porn. He produces porn. Y'all need to find her, and like yesterday. So they riding all around, you know, they going in the little, you know, the little bad side of town. They going into all the porn stores and the video stores and all that, because you know that back in the day you had to actually go buy a movie. And so Chase actually rolls into one, and he's able to talk to the guy and let the guy know that he had the dude's name. You know, he talked that talk like, yeah, you know, I was looking for a movie about such and such and such and such, and he basically insinuated that he was interested in movies with young girls, because he knew, you know. So he was able to find out where the studio was with old boy. And just as, you know, old boy, because, you know, of course, Vicky was with it until old boy told her to stop taking her clothes off. And she was like, whoa, that ain't how we rehearsed this. And he was like, listen, stop being a little girl all your life. Go over there and take your damn clothes off, like I said. And he had threw her down on the bed. And, you know, it was about to get ugly. And then, of course, here come Chase kicking down the door, honey. He done grabbed up his daughter. But listen, I'm over Vicky. She just got an attitude. Like, she just act like somebody owe her something. And she keeps talking about how she didn't want to move here. Her life is so horrible. But every time somebody tells her, well, just drive up to San Francisco. Everything is in San Francisco. You want to dance. You want to do this. You want to do that. You got the theater. You have... It's too far. I don't want to go. It's too far. So, listen. I say y'all send Vicky ass back to New York. Because we really can live without her. Like, it's just... we can live without Vicky. All those who want to live without Vicky say aye. The ayes have it. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in those comments. Peace.